said it, we meant it. We gon' keep it 100 offended. Don't tune in if you easily offended. Sending shots and I'm hitting the engine. If you whack, I'ma tell you wag, homie. Ain't no dealing with gossip, it's facts only. He fought and I smell all the cap on him. We ballin' the salary cap on him. You in a privileged position to learn something. So sit back and pour up or burn something. We ain't out here to preach, but the word coming. Ain't hearing from us, you ain't heard nothing. We got the block hot like we serve something. We cover the topic, don't swerve nothing. I'm one of them fresh off the curb youngins that probably came up off herb selling. No telling, we out here setting the vibe. Loggic Unplugged, what a good time to be alive. We up, pouring up, filling up my cup. If you're looking for the truth, tune in to us. This is that real shit, they can relate cause they know that we kill shit. Guys, the limit ain't heard of a ceiling. Tell these execs nothing less than $1 million, that's on God.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Loggic Unplugged podcast. As Logic with 2 G's. Of course, I'm your host, Abdul Hamid, aka Mead the Jersey Slugger, aka Mr. 856 Don't Take No Shit, aka 609 It's Our Time, aka I done ran the fuck out of AKAs. To my left and to your right is none other than Shay Elise, aka Miss Shacy Vibes.
I was about to say, don't drop all them AKAs for me. We're not going to swing that over here. Anyway, hey guys, what's today? Happy Tuesday?
Yeah, today's Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
How was your weekend?
It was great. I swam, I went to the beach, pulled up at Sandy Hook, worked to Jersey.
Hey,
we always in the building every week.
We out here.
I went to the new beach, y'all.
The new beach? Oh, there's a new beach in Jersey?
Y'all ain't never been to Gunnison Beach on Sandy Hook?
Nah, they probably got a bunch of naked white people, older white people.
Is that like near the mansions and all that?
Nah, it's Sandy Hook. It's a little side beach.
Is that Ocean County or Monmouth?
Listen, it's Sandy Hook. When you GPS Sandy Hook and put in Gunnison Beach, it's going to take you straight to Gunnison Beach. And as soon as you get there, Danny, am I lying? Okay.
Word.
Naked?
We going next time.
Okay.
Listen, man. Episode 3 coming from Sandy Hook, Gunnison Beach. This motherfucker. That's what we doing, man.
Yo, you know at night you can see the New York skyline out Sandy Hook
yeah,
too.
you could see it when we was there. Like
it's bugged out.
It was dope. It was
yeah,
so
we should
low-key.
do one.
It was great.
That was good.
Yeah.
All right,
it was liberating.
Some people over here getting loose on the beach. You know what I mean? But over here to my right and to the audience's left, we have none other than Matic Beats, aka Matic.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother?
Man, coolin', man.
I peeped a little something in your story, but go ahead, tell me about your weekend, man.
I slid out to a pool party out Sicklerville. You know what I mean? It was a little like lituation. You know what I mean? It was chill in there. Man, but you know we got the bottle of Henny.
That word a couple years ago with Fab, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, I fuck with Fab though. You know what I mean? Like, pause, but yeah, I fuck with Fab. But still, like I'm saying, yo, the party was lit.
The party was lit. I know it was lit, man. Shout out to Slim, you know what I mean? Hameen, you know what I mean? Big party promoter over in South Jersey.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean?
Like he hooked it up, yo. It was like like he sent me a Cash App message and I didn't even see it. So it kind of worked out, but I didn't know where the location was for the shuttle. But I ended up finding the address to the party. So it all worked out. I didn't really want to take the shuttle and all that and be like.
It's better that way.
You know what I mean?
You can just chill.
I got a little thing. Me and my cousin bought a bottle of Henny. We had the cigars on deck. You know what I mean? It was a little thing.
Man,
you know what I'm
if
saying?
you
Little
follow
situations.
the real
cousin
Matic Beats on
popping.
Instagram, my man over here was schmizzed. He was fucked up. Pause. You know what I mean? He was over here. He was saucy.
I was lit.
He was saucy, man.
Tore up,
but other than that, like I said, man, this is episode 2 of Loggic Unplugged podcast. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. A lot of positive feedback coming back from the first episode. How you guys feel about the first episode?
Man, yeah, I felt good about it. Like, the one thing that I was like, yo, the chemistry's lit. And
right there, ladies and gentlemen, Matic just did more talking than the whole first episode combined.
Yeah, man, I felt chill. The first episode, I was like mad chill. So much the chemistry, I didn't even really say much because I was just chill. Like, I felt like it was just I was in the right place. So I liked what was going on in the first episode. You know what I mean?
How you feel, Shay?
I thought it was cool. Like, this is my platform. This is what I do.
That's what you do?
You was talking some crazy shit.
I ain't say nothing crazy I wasn't supposed to say.
That.
I ain't say nothing crazy I was supposed to say. You know what I mean?
I don't know what to expect from you in these episodes, man.
Listen, man.
I'm still outraged by the fact that you hate R&B. I'm going to mention it every single
you know what you said crazy last week.
But listen, man, that's neither here nor there. That's a whole nother episode. I'm gonna get some. Listen, I already got a couple of. Oh, that's another thing, though. All y'all nasty ass chicks out there, I screenshotted the DMs before y'all deleted them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, y'all, listen. Y'all saw, I read the message. I didn't respond, and then y'all deleted it. I had these nasty ass chicks offering to eat my ass in my DMs and shit.
That is
dead ass
some type of
serious. No,
shady.
dead ass
Yes.
serious. I'm dead ass serious. But so no, I ain't gonna expose them. But it was funny that they saw I read it and I didn't respond. So then they deleted it. I was like, oh, they thought it was good thing. Good thing I snapshotted that shit. Ain't it what's called snapshot? You know what I mean? But but
in other news.
But speaking of small people.
Oh my gosh, who was speaking of small people? I feel so so targeted.
But there's been a very eventful week this week with everything going on in the culture. Everything going on within hip hop, specifically hip hop.
Oh, I know who you talking about.
Specifically hip hop. We got these small ass niggas out here being intimidated by stallions. Being intimidated by stallions, pulling guns out and shit, shooting people in the feet.
Y'all seen that meme that 50 posted with the
Harlem Night style?
What was it? Boys in the Hood joint?
I saw that one. Did y'all see?
Bro, that had me in tears.
Where they already have a picture together when they was at some awards show, and she has on the orange outfit, and she's cracking the fuck up, and she's running off, right, laughing. He got the shotty to her feet, and they got.
Well, let me give our audience a little bit of a backstory in case you guys were lost and you guys don't know what the fuck happened. Last weekend, I want to say it was the weekend. I want to say it was like Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
But I was just about to give my boy props because I fuck with Tory Lanez. He got me through the whole COVID with the whole fucking quarantine radio, milk, and drop the peach emoji and all this other shit. I go on to fucking Meg's live. I said, this nigga in there with Meg and Kylie Jenner. I'm giving them props. Like, this nigga lit. He doing it. News breaks that Meg the Stallion gets shot.
In the foot.
Twice. Well, no, at first, no, listen, Meg's a real nigga. All right, because Meg still technically is holding it down, not really saying nothing. So, news comes out that first she says she stepped on glass or something like that. Like she stepped on glass, there was a gun involved. Tory Lanez got locked up for carrying a concealed weapon. So in my head, automatically at first, I'm thinking, he was defending her. Like he had to be. It's the hills. Pop Smoke just got smoked out there, unfortunately. Lost his life out there. A lot of stuff happens in the Hollywood Hills, Beverly Hills area, unfortunately. Then more news is coming out, and it's coming out from like her stylist or her security guard. Was saying what type of like bitch ass niggas shoot people in the foot. Then there was another rapper from Houston said, Tory Lanez, your days are dead. Right. And all this other stuff. So it's looking like right now, there's no concrete proof, but it's looking like 99.9% that Tory Lanez did some bitch ass shit. He did that shit. And shot Meg the Stallion in the motherfucking feet.
Right, like how? Like there's so many different scenarios that I'm picturing in my head. But realistically speaking, I'm thinking he did it by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of stories where people ended up
playing with a gun or something.
Pulled it out,
goes off.
But twice.
Man, listen, man. First of all, these are all jokes we about to say. These are all jokes. We don't condone. She's alive. But pretty sure it was a scary situation for her at the time. We don't condone any type of abuse or domestic violence. Yeah, I mean, we don't condone any of that. Nah. But this nigga was on some bitch nigga shit, man.
Lame.
Yo, so my question is, with this cancel culture, and I don't believe in cancel culture right away, if this comes out to be true, that he intentionally shot Meg the Stallion in the foot, for whatever reason, even if this nigga pulled out a gun, even if this nigga threatened to pull out a gun, if he threatened to do anything to her, let's take away out the fact that he really did shoot her. Let's just say he threatened her with the gun. That just alone for me right there is enough to cancel this nigga. Me personally. And I don't even believe in really canceling people like that unless they really dig themselves in a hole. So how do y'all feel? Do you think Tory is canceled? If this comes out to be true, do you think we should cancel him? Because I fuck with Chicks Tape. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only little bit of R&B I do fuck with.
First of all, I don't even count R&B. But
that's what I'm saying. The most I do.
If he did that just makes it worse. You know what I mean? Like, if you intentionally did that, like, what time are you on? Like, first of all, she got people that's gonna run up on him. She from
H-Town, man. She from H-Town, man. She got them Goonies. She got them hitters out there. Yeah. Her mom is a gangster. Even if from what I heard.
even if he didn't, it's never gonna look good. Like, you're never gonna be able to get that off. And it's messed up because, all right, so look at the situation, and not even to compare it, but you had the Chris Brown Rihanna situation. All we know is the night we heard about it, oh nah, Chris Brown beat her up. We saw the pictures.
And that was pre-internet. It was a lot easier to get away with shit pre-internet
first.
too.
Like, okay, well, she did kind of grab his nuts and all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? I do want to know the whole story, but either way, you did it. It was trash. You shouldn't have been having a gun out like that. If you don't know what to do with a gun, generally speaking, you shouldn't carry a gun. And that's across the board.
And that's my thing is you got enough money to get on. These rappers be so worried about keeping it real. I don't travel with security. Fuck all that. You in the hills. You see what just happened to Pop Smoke. Get some armed security. Mm-hmm. And you doing this shit. This shit apparently happened in front of the Jenner's crib. Like on some crazy shit. Like, these motherfuckers is like billionaires, whether we like the Kardashians or Jenners or not. Like, that's some crazy shit. Like, unfortunately.
Look at us making shit hot again. Look at us.
Listen, man.
Blow the spot up.
And that's the thing with Tory, too, man. It's like, he had everything going for him. He just got out of his record contract. He had a banging ass album. He had the quarantine radio.
He had the best summer. He had the best year for anybody.
Yo, 2020, like, yo, he built his platform. Like, he got out of his contract early. He had the quarantine radio. He had the promoting his album at the same time. What was it? The New Toronto 3, I believe it was called. I know it was called New Toronto something. It was one of those numbers. Yeah. But yeah, it was some sucker shit, man. At the end of the day, man.
I feel like we should just let that joint play out.
Yeah,
it's really a movie because
yeah.
I'm looking at it on two sides at this point. So I just want to let this movie play out.
Unfortunately, that's the thing is I do believe in you're innocent until proven guilty.
Fact.
Unfortunately, there was a video released. I didn't watch the video though.
I saw the video. First of all, the video is disrespectful and police are gross. They got these ladies out there spread your legs, like all this crazy stuff. You know,
and I heard he was being fidgety. Like if the police wanted to be on some bullshit, they could have lit his ass up. With everything going on,
he did move his hands a lot.
You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't give the police just cause to do something to him, but as a black man right now, just be still. That's the last thing you want to do when the gun was involved.
Be still, man.
Yeah, so I mean, I believe that was last weekend. And then I believe this next situation happened actually when we recorded last week. We really didn't touch on it though because it was beginning stages.
I'm not sure.
You the Googler.
I'm not the Googler.
You ain't got your computer?
Yeah, I got notes. These are my notes.
Your notes.
Yep.
Is it on that Microsoft Word?
Now she got notes.
First of all, don't be disrespecting my laptop.
You got that.
But this next situation,
Yeah,
speaking to cancel culture, Nick Cannon. People are so quick to write him off. Now, there was a situation with Nick Cannon. He made some, what's the proper term? Anti-Semitic.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I don't want to repeat it. But it's one of those things I don't want to go ahead and say it didn't sound that bad because we're also part of a race to where white people may say something that they don't think is that bad, but it's very disrespectful to us. Because he made some anti-Semitic statements coming at Jewish people. So I'm not going to repeat it.
He didn't come at Jewish
He didn't come at him, but the Jewish community took it as disrespect. That's the thing. They took it as disrespect.
Okay.
My thing is, without actually getting into what he said, whether it was or it wasn't, we can't sit here and tell the Jewish people or the Jewish race or the Jewish religion of if they felt disrespected or not, or how to feel.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And my thing is, then he went and apologized after the fact. Now, our race, our people, took it upon themselves to just go ahead and cancel him out. I felt them at first. I felt them because it looked like everybody was coming to his call from Puffy to 50 to I don't care who it was. It was like, yo, we got your back. We're going to give you your own platform. We're going to give you X, Y, and Z. And then he apologized. But we have to stop being so quick to just cancel somebody out. You see what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that. I think this is one of those situations where it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Because he's doing what we're literally asking for people to do. If you offend me, you don't got to understand why you offended me. You offended me. You feel me? Like, it's not that what he said wasn't true and he wasn't taking back what he said. He can apologize for offending somebody. That doesn't mean he should be canceled for that. We're asking for people to be more vocally sensitive to us. but he can't do this. He does the same thing and we're canceled. That's kind of what's wrong with our culture now.
Because that's what I do with these white folks out here is I had a lot of white people that saw I was very active with the protests reaching out to me saying, they may have said certain things or whatever, say, hey, I apologize. Now, my thing is, once you apologize, you can never make that same mistake again twice.
Agreed.
So now you're saying, yo, I understand where y'all come from. Because I had a close family member, mind you, in case y'all don't know, I'm half Italian. So I had a close family.
It.
What?
You look like it. Like you make some good ass meatballs.
Anyway. Hey, you.
Anyway.
He said,
Hey, you. But, damn, she got me all thrown off track.
Meatballs, niggas get thrown off track.
he said, hey, yo.
But no, I had a close family member, right? When the whole Kaepernick, we're not gonna get too far off topic with this, but a close family member with the whole Kaepernick situation when it first hit about 4 years ago, taking the knee. Like I said, I'm half Italian. He took big disrespect to that, and we was in a group chat with about like 20 people, and I know he's gonna watch this, but we made amends. But basically said, and I think he was probably like the only white person in that chat, was like, yo, if y'all don't like it, y'all can leave. They're basically saying we can leave the country. When everything started happening with all the protests and everything going on, he reached back out to, yo, cuz, I was wrong. I get it now why y'all was doing that. My thing is, yo, I love you, accept your apology, but now that you realize you was wrong, you can never make that same mistake again. So it goes with the same thing. I hold Nick Cannon to the same standard. And Jewish people should too, and we should too also, as far as the man, he was man enough to admit that he was wrong. Whether we feel he was wrong or right, whether he feels he was wrong or right, we can't sit here and tell Jewish people like, yo, that really wasn't racist. Because at the end of the day, his apology, I agree with his apology saying that us and the Jewish people, we share the same plight. We share the same struggle, the same fight. Even though from the outside looking in, it may look like, yeah, they probably do stick more together. They do are more successful financially and everything together. But that's what we need to strive to do. Like if you look back at Martin Luther King, he was side by side. A lot of those white people, majority of them were Jewish people he was marching with. That's what people don't realize. And then the Jewish and black bond got broken apart after the assassination of MLK. That's what people don't realize.
I mean, I understand the differences though, because they did get
they got reparations.
I was good.
And it didn't even. And that's the thing is, they got reparations. We need our reparations. I don't give a fuck if it's half. I'm gonna take my half since I'm only half black. I'll take it.
Look, I'm gonna say this: Jewish people, they about ownership. So be about ownership.
But that's why a lot of
they jump started them.
They jump started, and that's why.
Yeah, but we got to be about ownership. We can't worry about it.
But back to what Shay was saying about the reparations, like it's crazy that we're in this country. This country was built off of free labor from slavery. We can't get reparations, but a race of people is getting reparations for something that happened in another country. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that's wrong at all. I'm telling you right now, we're not saying that's wrong. But why wouldn't you take care of home first?
Understood.
So
yeah, that is.
Let me interject real quick because that's what I was mentioning to y'all about T.I. earlier. I was watching The Breakfast Club and his movement.
Now, oh yeah, oh no, you go ahead.
It's going to tie right in because his movement is to get corporations to donate 10% of their net income to black communities, black banks, all black corporations. So there's this company called Lords of London. You guys ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, so this company all the way back in time is the company that insured random things. Like, for example, like if you was an opera singer and your vocal cords, they'll insure some shit like that. So they insured the cargo of the of the white people that brought us over here. We were. So they insured.
So they insured the white folks. We were the cargo.
We were the cargo.
And they insured us.
They insured us. This is a multi-billion-dollar company that is still running to this day. So he proposes that they donate $5.6 billion.
And they're still
functioning till this day.
Wow.
And it's Lloyd's of London. I'm sorry.
Wow.
And so what he proposes is that for black people to be competitive in the economy the way we need to, we will all need $1 million each, which will come out to $4.4 trillion. And out of that, Lloyd's of London contributes $5.6 billion.
That's crazy, yo. I need to look more. I gotta watch that interview because I saw snippets of the interview.
When he broke down them numbers, I was like, yo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Built off the blood and sweat of actual people.
They still looking at it like numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And we built this. And that's the thing is, man, we built this country for free, man. This country was built for free off of our back, off of our blood, sweat, and tears.
Asked to do it. Like,
I mean, it wasn't, and I'm not trying to, get too deep into all that because I wanted to have a lighthearted podcast. But listen, man, it is what it is. It took us there.
It gets a little steamy. You know what I mean?
Pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a pause moment.
That was a pause moment, nigga.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it
hey, Chris,
on some obvious shit. You know what I mean? I didn't want to say steamy and then real quick be like pause.
You know what I mean? No, you got to pause that ASAP.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to pause that ASAP, man.
Yeah, I said it, so I said it.
But another thing, staying on the Nick Cannon situation, the thing I found real crazy was, I'm going to go ahead and say it because I'm going to talk some fuck shit now. This Negro don't even own fucking Wild 'N Out.
Facts, though.
Listen, man, and the crazy thing is, man, people be talking all this big boss. Listen, Nick Cannon is doing, everybody that tunes into this podcast, Nick Cannon is doing way better than us. I would assume financially.
So we not judging.
No, fuck that shit. I'm judging. Fuck that nigga. On this topic. I still fuck with him, but fuck that nigga. Did that make sense?
I get it. I feel like it's a loophole.
You get it?
Though.
But it is a loophole. He said he was swindled into his ownership. You Nick motherfucking Cannon, you talk all this bullshit. Don't you think you would have been, and there's no proof of saying he wasn't fighting behind the scenes to get it fixed. Mm-hmm. But now he's coming out. I'm not saying he wasn't fighting behind the scenes. He might have been trying to get it right. But the shit's been going on, I think Wild 'N Out's been going on for 14 years. Mm-hmm. How the fuck don't you have at least a partnership?
So what if when he was younger and signed this contract, it was in his contract for the next 10 years, he can't renew his contract?
Contracts are meant to be broken.
I get what you're saying, but if you signed it, you in it. There's nothing you can do until.
My nigga, let me tell you something right now. I'm a Teamster.
Well,
shout out to the Teamsters.
We gotta look at
all the
it.
motherfuckers. We fucking strike.
Nick Cannon's a businessman. Cannon's a businessman. So I look at it in that light. He's gonna be politically correct and he's gonna be diplomatic. So anybody in that situation, that's why he's trying to move diplomatic now.
I hear you. I hear you. He's had Wild 'N Out for 14 years and still doesn't have ownership.
That is crazy though.
I think there's something we
but
don't know
I think
about
it's contractual.
Look at Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was trying to buy the network. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't canceled Bill Cosby. I don't care.
Man, shit. You ain't canceled Bill?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I ain't canceled Bill either, bro.
I talked to some old heads that was live.
They ran a campaign on that, bro.
The shit really was.
You look like you like Quaaludes.
They ran a campaign on it. They was all doing dirt. Come on, man. They was all doing dirt. Come on, man. They was all doing the dirt together.
But does it make it right though?
But they was all doing the dirt together.
Doesn't make it right.
It don't make it right, but they was all doing the dirt together.
Did you cancel R. Kelly?
Hell yeah.
All right, so how can you cancel R. Kelly but not Bill Cosby?
Because children are innocent. That's a child.
Listen.
Nah.
So what's the difference between? All right, listen. You're right. This nigga was slipping chicks stuff and doing stuff with it.
Here's my thing, and this is not taking nothing.
Black women come get that.
They about to come for me.
That Shay C vibe. What's the underscore? Where's the underscore at in your shit?
Shay underscore vibes with a
holla at her.
Anyway.
Shay C vibes.
My whole thing is I've been pulled up somewhere on the late night. Like, we about to go chill and study real quick. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
shit. Here we go.
Listen,
you ain't gonna get in trouble for this.
No disrespect to the victims. I believe the victims. I believe when you feel like you're victimized. I've been victimized. I understand that. But you also learn something about what you're not supposed to fucking do.
Yeah, I feel it.
Listen, you're right, but yo, that shit was nasty, my nigga. That nigga had mad. All right, let's not get too far off the topic.
I know, right? We about to go on a
we gotta bring it back. Because you about to bring in some other stuff.
This is good. This is saucy.
I believe you. I swear.
I switched the name. You know what I'm saying? Saucy's better, right?
Yeah, we'll stick with.
But what we gonna do right now, though, man? We gonna take a little break. You know what I mean? We gonna highlight a local artist out of Bristol, New Jersey, man. His name is Wooch. Holla at Wooch. He's from Bristol, New Jersey. Up and coming artist. A lot of y'all may have seen him on Gillie's page. It's the hottest nigga to me. Well, there's two hottest niggas out of South Jersey right now. This is one of them to me, personally. The other one we gonna have up here. The other one I think is Kato that does our intro.
With Gillie.
The other one is Kato with the intro. I think Kato and Wooch are the two hottest niggas out of South Jersey. One out of Cumberland County, one out of Burlington County.
Yeah, shout out Kato, man.
You know what I mean? If other artists in South Jersey, Philly, Delaware, whoever feel otherwise, come up here. But we about to take a quick pause and play Wooch's new video. Get back at us.
Let me know when you're recording, bro. Hold on.
Lost his job after he used Jose Sosa on him. When he insists was an unintentional slip of the tongue. Happened last Friday. I want you to listen now, and I want you to be the judge for yourself.
It's everybody.
It was some days, yeah. It was some days, yeah. It was some days. It was some days and I wish I ain't even wake up, man. For real. It was some days I went to sleep wishing that I didn't wake up. That pain was killing me, nobody noticed, but I never said much. But I'm on a mission and I'm trying to get it, so now I stay prayed up. So many people done changed up, never changed, we remained up. It was some days I went to sleep wishing that I didn't wake up. That pain was killing me, nobody noticed, but I never said much. But I'm on a mission and I'm trying to get it, so now I stay prayed up. So many niggas done changed up, never changed, we remained up. Shout out to all my day ones, this a real nigga roll call. All my real niggas stand up. Made it through the rain, so much pain. Now young nigga getting banned up. Like I lost everybody in my system, either to the system they in handcuffs or even laying in the graveyard. Damn, man, that shit crazy. I miss all my fam. Never lost, no, you won't understand. We stuck in the hood, they blowing like horns and loading them drums like they in the band. Pray for my city, I pray for my friends. We all trying to make it, we all got plans. Niggas that hate you just cause you want better and tell you that you think you better than them. In competition with my own self, I ain't worried about the next person. It was days that I didn't sleep, laying on the floor, had my neck hurting. I wanted to go to school just to eat cause I knew that we didn't have leftovers. I needed some fun, so I hit the streets like an auctioneer trying to sell something. Man, I came from the bottom, the real trenches. No D1 scouts, no meal tickets. Man, they shoot for real, make you disappear like Bradley Bill. Real wizards, same struggle, but it feel different when your heart break. No, it healed different. Lost 2 blood brothers, couple cousins in the same year, which they was still living. It was some days I went to sleep wishing that I didn't wake up. That pain was killing me, nobody noticed, but I never said much. But I'm on a mission and I'm trying to get it, so now I stay prayed up. So many people done changed up, never changed, we remained up. It was some days I went to sleep wishing that I didn't wake up. That pain was killing me, nobody noticed, but I never said much. But I'm on a mission and I'm trying to get it, so now I stay prayed up. So many niggas done changed up, never changed, we remained up. Was in the mud, ain't never break, show hella love, ain't never hate. When they gotta do it, it's a different movement. They be picking, choosing, and they hesitate. I never hesitate to run it up. Gotta chase it bad, cause we wanna shine. We was down bad, really on the ass, wasn't working out, so it was crunch time. Now I'm on a mission and I'm trying to get it. I know that my children, they watching me. My dad in the prison, I go to his visit. We kick it, he tell me he proud of me. Man, I love all my niggas, they know I'm 100. I know that they all gon' ride for me. I'm not trusting these bitches, they set up my brother. They did him dirty and it bothered me. I was fighting battles like the activists. I never thought that I would get through. I ain't popping pills, I ain't sipping activists. Can't leave without a clear view. This for my city, it's time to get busy. They with me, we tired of the poverty. Tryna put on like Nipsey, rest in peace, my nigga. The wisdom you kicking, it got in me. Facts.
So I think that economics is the answer. Empowering people economically is how you really, really impact. But I don't know if it's about dropping a bag of money in the hood. I think it's about impacting culture in a way that, you know, the mentality changes.
What's going on? Welcome back. That was Wooch with Wake Up, straight from Bristol, New Jersey. You know what I mean? One of the hottest niggas up and coming out of South Jersey. Him and Kato are my 2 favorite artists coming up out of South Jersey right now.
That joint lit.
Shout out to Jersey.
You know what I mean? South Jersey.
So, we're going to play a little game. First of all, Hawk Surf Jersey, Central Jersey in the building. Anyway, we're going to play a little game. So, it's a game that I started on my own podcast. If you don't follow Hearts of Hip Hop Radio.
Hearts of Hip Hop Radio available on Spotify and all streaming platforms.
Hey, go there.
So, it's a game that me and my homegirl Danny started, and it's called In or Out. Canceled or no? Is you with it or no? Is it in or is it out? So we're gonna do the quarantine edition.
I never pull out.
Up.
Pause. I looked at you, but yeah. Nah.
Don't look over here, cause I don't know nothing about
no,
that.
man. Go ahead with the game. Go ahead with the
At
game, man.
all.
Go ahead with the game, man.
So anyway, so this is gonna be the quarantine edition. So
Quarantine edition. Oh shit.
I'm gonna give y'all a topic. You're gonna let me know if we still doing this or not. Is it canceled or not?
Oh shit. This sounds spicy. Go ahead.
I don't know which one to start with.
Coney, I was going to say it sounded like there was some adobo on it, but we canceled.
Nah,
Go
okay,
ahead.
we're gonna start light. We can start with TikTok dances. You know the.
That shit is canceled like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's canceled.
I seen too many. Can we explain that to the answer?
ahead.
I seen too many TikTok dances, and I heard there was a lot of racial shit behind TikTok.
Yeah, I ain't downloaded it because I heard it's about the racial shit.
There's a lot of racial shit behind TikTok. So in case y'all motherfuckers out there in Neverland, do your Googles. TikTok is on some racial shit, and they on some pro right wing shit. What's that shit? Right wing, extreme right wing, whatever the fuck that shit
listen,
called.
don't get me lying or incorrect on camera.
Yeah,
Cancel? Nah, you on
it's
TikTok?
canceled.
Nah, I'm not on
Nah,
You
TikTok.
make beats.
Hold
though, so I would have thought that you would have
time out. I saw this nigga TikToking to Meg the Stallion talking about he bougie, he ratchet. I seen this nigga doing the little thing. I
don't
seen
know
him.
who he seen,
Yo,
man.
follow the Real Matic Beats.
I feel like
Follow the Real Matic Beats. You will see
don't
this nigga
believe
over here
you.
TikToking to Meg the Stallion. I promise you
I don't
that.
know what he talking about.
You wasn't?
Nah, bro. My music stream on TikTok.
I believe
Yeah, I'm
it. Well, I
saying.
mean, if your beats is fire,
They stream on that joint because distro kids send it to everything, so I can't stop it from going to TikTok. But
Follow
This
Matic
nigga,
Beats.
man, Real Matic Beats. The nigga said hashtag if you don't jump
Matic
put
Beats
your
so
jeans
on
on.
all streaming platforms.
But is it? Well, it's
You don't
making you
feel it's
money, so
pain.
I understand if you can't cancel it. However,
Oh, I'll still cancel it. I don't care about TikTok. I just heard recently they was
bought them shits.
well.
You
They
getting them,
streaming
you
my-
getting them
they-
checks though. You still getting them checks.
I'm not even pushing my music on TikTok, so it's probably no one even viewing it. So I'm not even worried about TikTok. Like what they doing in TikTok is crazy. I heard they selling people's information. Like
we ain't with none
I
of
ain't
that.
with all that.
All right, let's get back to the
All right,
game,
all right,
man.
all right.
Let's
So
get
the
back
next
to the
one,
game.
right? Since it's the quarantine edition,
Quarantine edition.
Zoom calls, Zoom happy hour, Zoom meetings. Y'all was on Zoom when the quarantine first hit.
Man.
Uh-huh.
I was on Zoom
Y'all was
a lot.
in little chat rooms
Listen,
talking with your
yeah.
sexy voice. I do it.
Yeah, no. Zoom
do it.
calls after quarantine is gonna be canceled though. I mean, we kind of out of quarantine, but we about to get back into
Yeah, it's
quarantine.
about to run it back, and it's about to
Listen,
be cuddle season.
I ain't gonna
Zoom
say
calls
no
gonna be
names
something
Yeah.
different.
because I don't want to get this person caught out there. I wasn't in on this shit, but I know someone that threw a quarantine stripper party.
Oh, and they all got coronavirus, don't they?
Listen, man, they're kind of loosely tied into the podcast.
and they got COVID.
No, it ain't. Yeah, nah, listen, man. I heard it was lit though. I heard it was
I
lit.
bet it was.
I ain't
In
gonna say no
Germany.
names. Yeah, it was. It was all Jersey motherfuckers.
I
in there,
didn't say
too.
that. I said Germany.
Oh, I thought you said Jersey. Yeah,
Nope.
it was a Jersey motherfucker.
Germs. All right, so we're gonna do the next one. So this is a more serious one. So in school sessions, like in school.
Talking about for the kids.
Yeah, they talking about sending the kids back to school.
You don't have kids,
I
right?
don't have no kids.
You don't have kids
God,
either.
Nah,
right now,
no
I don't have
kids.
So how do y'all feel? How do you feel about that?
I don't think they should send them back to school yet.
I think it's irresponsible. Cause what's dirtier than kids?
Yeah. Ooh.
With all this technology, why do they need to go back to school?
Yeah, it's
Facts.
been working, but I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why.
It's
This is
probably a money thing.
one. I'm against it. I got a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, 2 boys, and then I have a 15-year-old daughter. And my 15-year-old daughter is the only one that's responsible. She's the only one that's
I
responsible.
feel that parents always say that shit.
She the only
You
one that's
gonna
responsible.
be alright.
You know what I mean? So I understand where parents are trying to get them out because I don't think my 9 to 10-year-old got a proper education. They didn't. I was trying to reclass their ass, but they won't allow anybody to, for sports purposes. I'm trying to get that contract. Listen, I worked hard on the back shots for my contract. You hear me? That's another story.
It's true.
But I'm totally against it. I don't think they're gonna get like. And Delaware put out a thing. See, you guys aren't tied into the school districts out here. Ray Clay put out something talking about if there isn't a vaccine by November, they're sending the kids back home. So in my case, in that situation, why would you even send the kids back to school in the first place?
Exactly.
Right.
They're putting
It's
out
just not
emails and
logical.
stuff talking about, yo, if there's no vaccine, but be prepared for the kids to go back home.
But even then, that's another thing in itself. Vaccines. Are y'all getting a vaccine? If it's what they're
I'm
going
gonna
to
tell you right
require
now.
to travel and go
No,
back to school.
I'm not getting a vaccine. my kids aren't getting a vaccine unless the schools make it mandatory. And if they do, they will be on the 3rd or 4th wave to make sure that nobody reacts crazy to this shit.
That's like going on a brand new roller coaster.
But we do need the vaccine so enough of these crazy crack-ass crackers take this shit. Take this shit. I mean, listen, man, I'm going to call it what it is. So enough of these white folks take this shit to contain it. Because at the end of the day, we do need the vaccine to contain it. Me and my family ain't taking it. But we do need it to contain it. But we ain't taking it.
I'm trying to watch from afar first.
Yeah.
See how it play out.
With it first. All right,
But
let's
you know how life is.
Man.
All right, so the next one is versus battles. Is it in or is it out?
I'm keeping versus
I'm
battles.
definitely keeping it.
I need to see it on a different level though. After all the coronavirus, I need to see it on a bigger platform because
Like
I
a concert
think
series or something.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
You know what I was thinking? You know
Y'all
how
still not
Walmart
gay, y'all
coming out with
gotta
the
pay me.
drive-in movie scene?
Yeah.
They did the versus battles at a situation like that where you
That
pull
would be
up.
dope.
or even at some of these what's some shits not the concerts what's the shit's called festivals. Some of these festivals, if they did the verses at the festivals, I think that's what it's going to turn into. Me personally, because
If we ever get to go back outside.
we'll go back outside.
Yeah, we
eventually.
should.
All right.
Definitely.
So the next one, booty calls, because
That's never lit.
That's never going away.
y'all see, y'all have not been social distancing, have y'all?
That
you
that
talking
was
about
never.
now?
I said
Listen.
it's the quarantine edition. and
the quarantine
it's
edition.
It's nasty.
Listen, man,
Nasty.
man,
That still's a go.
Man, I probably caught COVID in a lot
Did you
more.
wear your
I ain't gonna lie.
mask?
Hell no.
Yeah, well,
I didn't even wear
it's in the
my-
car.
Freaks, y'all.
It's
I didn't even
it's in
wear
the
a
car.
motherfucking condom out this
The mask in the
motherfucker. You talking
car.
about it?
I have the mask in the
The
car.
first time I come
Hold
across
on.
a situation.
Hold on, time out.
anything where-
Hold on. She talking about that we wear a mask. I didn't even strap up.
That's what I'm about to say.
I didn't even
How
strap
dare a
up.
nigga
You talking
have
about
on-
COVID. Niggas were over here
I'm
worried
not-
about the
I'm not-
HIV out this
Oh my
motherfucker.
God. They are stressful, y'all.
Niggas worried about the HIV.
This is
I
stressful.
tested negative for COVID, but I tested positive for... No, I didn't. I'm playing. Listen, I'm only playing.
My goodness.
Everybody, I'm playing.
Ooh.
Shouts out to my all three and a half of my side chicks. One of them had an amputee.
I was gonna say, is she short? Was that a short joke? 'Cause I
Nah,
was about
she
to
got
be mad.
diabetes.
All right,
She
so
lost a limb.
so you don't count for this one. So Maddie, smoke ciphers, sharing the blunt after COVID-19. Do you share the blunt? And who do you share the blunt with? Just a couple people? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do
So
you?
after,
What happens to ciphers now?
I'm gonna keep it like moderately going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say I ain't gonna have a cipher because you don't know what the vibe is. You don't know who you with. You know what I'm saying? Certain people you do rock with, regardless.
My nigga, are you passing the L? Yes or no?
Yeah, like after COVID, yeah. Cause I don't know, I got a certain type of mindset when it comes to that COVID. Like, I don't know, I know really for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm faith based, bro. Like, if something gonna happen, God meant for it to happen.
I know this is a game.
That's
and
how I
everything.
am.
I know this is a game and everything, but I personally know 11 people that passed away from this shit. So that's why I look at it a little differently.
I get that.
I know some people that have passed away from it too, so I definitely know it's a real thing.
And especially with us being from Jersey, and every single one of these motherfuckers was from Jersey that I dealt with. I work in Jersey. I'm still in Jersey. I got co-workers that got the shit. I delivered to fucking nursing homes, like that nursing home that made the national news that had fucking all the dead bodies in the room. I was at that motherfucker. I was there. Not that day, but I was there during that time on some crazy shit.
And that's the wild thing, and I get
Some
that.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? I had people around me that were affected too. But, you know, I just, you know what I mean? Most High is in control of all this, man. He making this happen. So.
And keep it going. You got some other ones? Keep it going, man. Let's get spicy, man. You coming light, man.
First of all,
Holla at Shay C Light.
I am a little.
Holla at Shay C Light.
I'm pretty well behaved, you know.
Holla at her Black Planet.
Oh, I will drop my Black Planet tag as soon as I sign back up because I feel like they singles room is gonna be
Yo,
packed.
y'all gonna bring Black Planet back.
Yes,
man.
we are. We keep talking about it.
Holla
They
at her
better come back.
MySpace.
It would be
I don't know.
lit
The only-
now
The only one I
too.
had left was, which is something that I really am not for, so I don't like it. The virtual TV, like the awards, the ceremonies, everything being a live thing. Like,
I don't like it.
Did y'all watch the BET
Listen,
Awards?
hold on.
I don't like it, man.
No, I don't like it, but the BET Awards did a good job. I
They
think
did
that
do a
was
good
good,
job.
and I think that is a crazy standard to live up to moving forward. So I don't think you can do it anymore after that. My personal opinion.
I feel like it was like watching BET back in the day where they actually created videos. Because that's what it was like watching Cedar's World.
Shout out
I
to
swear
BET
goodness it was.
Uncut.
Yeah, I remember
3 a.m.
Cedar's
in the
World.
It
morning.
was super virtual, super just interactive videos, high class, just all that stuff. I thought it was dope how they did it, but I do hope we can go back to seeing like a real live.
Videos used to be
videos
lit,
all
man.
day. Turn them on when you
Yo.
wake up.
106 in Park. Yo, these kids don't know about this shit. My kids don't know about this shit. My kids be looking at me like,
Like
man, this
AJ
shit.
and Free 106 in Park, not like everybody else, all the hosts that were after AJ and Free.
Yeah, AJ and Free was the originals.
Yeah.
They were lit, AJ
It
and
was
Free.
the
At
originals.
And it's like, yo, I was gonna tell y'all about this before the show. I was gonna tell y'all about this algorithm I found out about. My friend was telling me, pretty much they can emulate any artist, and if you, based on how you feeling, they can make the song sound like that artist. That's spooky.
It is a little spooky. That's
So
what we thought was Sean.
I'm
that's
not
what we
rocking
thought
with that
Sean
interactive
was.
stuff, bro, at all.
All right, man. So what's the name of that segment right there? It's called Canceled or No.
Yeah, we can call it canceled or no.
All right. Shout out to the originators, Shacy Vibes,
And
I
Danny
Heart
too.
Danny, over there.
Listen to the first episode of Hearts and Pop Radio. We did one that was kind
Yeah,
of
y'all did. Definitely did.
I'm still against man in wigs.
So moving right along, before that video and before that segment, speaking of cancel culture,
Your boy.
listen, man. Now that my boy, you
Your
voting for him.
boy.
You voting for him. I heard you voting for him too.
I don't know.
I'm speaking about Kanye West.
Oh man.
Kanye West.
And I mean,
Listen, man. Listen. Let me say this, man. Listen, man. Kanye went off on that thing. I'm gonna call him Kanye. I understand the whole mental health aspect. The way I look at this, and we gonna dive into it. Chris, we might owe you a little more extra money because we're about to go off on a rant. I know this. Shout out to RAMG Studios because I was saying the shit wrong last week.
Word.
Chris ain't even. You can talk, Chris. It's all right. It's all right. You can talk behind the camera. It's all right.
Chris the homeboy, man. Go to RMG Studios. all day.
RAMG Studios.
RAMG Studios.
But,
you understand?
Speaking of Kanye, man, I feel mental health is being capitalized and taken advantage of. I'm not saying Kanye doesn't have mental health issues. I'm not saying that. I think he does. But I think it became popularized. If I'm saying that, I'm slurring.
I see
Off the
what
hand
you
rock
meant.
again.
I know what you meant.
I think it's becoming a cool thing to say I have mental health. So for our viewers out there that don't know what Kanye did, was this supposed to be like some type of voting for him for presidency? What was the actual gathering? What was it for? Do you know?
I'm not exactly sure what the basis of his speech was for.
The main thing that got everyone moving on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever
It
your
was
social
originally
media
the
thing
speech.
was that he brought up Harriet Tubman. He said Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. He just took the slaves. She just took the slaves to go work for other white people. And he got into a whole debate out there at the speech. He then broke down and said that his wife saved his kids' lives by not getting an abortion, and broke down on stage. Looked like there was probably only about 10 people out there. That's my personal opinion. But how do y'all feel about this situation, man?
So first and foremost, I miss the old Kanye. I stand by that statement. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna let you talk.
'Cause
I don't understand how you go from my mother was a Black Panther to whoever the fuck we looking at right now. Honestly. But go
that's
ahead.
kind of what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't think he's capitalizing on mental health. I think he's traumatized because we literally watched him be one way and then, you know, something happened to him and now he's totally different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's capitalizing on the mental health aspect. He do need some help. Like, he do need some type of therapy or some ways to address, because he goes off on these same tangents. It keeps happening. It's repetitive behavior. So I love the old Kanye, so I'm not gonna cancel him. I see it as a trauma that he's dealing with. I think he really identified with Get Out, and I think the more we talk about things on social media, people freaking take it in. Because we did compare him to that. We was like, oh shit, that's eerily similar.
Very.
I think that's what happened. He absorbs everything that everybody say about him. That's who Kanye is. He need help.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go against the grain. The reason why I'm gonna go against the grain, no disrespect to Harriet Tubman, but no disrespect.
You can't start with that.
No disrespect, but I'm gonna go here. When Harriet Tubman freed the slaves, technically she didn't free the slaves. What are we still today?
I get where you're going with that statement.
I get where you're going.
You jumped all the way off the deep end, but I get it.
So if you want to apply for the new co-host of Loggic Unplugged, email us at logicunplugged@email.com.
Somebody just got fired.
I had to say it, man. I had
You can't. No, listen, you gotta understand.
I had to be the horse in the room.
No, ain't no horse. Pause. Hey, you. But you can't sit here and say she didn't free the slaves, but she didn't free the slaves, my nigga. You wasn't in the 1800s. You wasn't in the 1700s. It's easy to say that in 2020. You're talking about someone who put their life on the motherfucking line.
I'm not saying she didn't.
Okay, but you're saying she freed the slaves, but she didn't free the slaves.
She was put in a situation to make things better.
Speak on the situation. Speak on it.
She was put in a situation, in a position to make things better, right? When she went to the North, people in the North.
No, she went to Philly.
She went to Philly. People in Philly, the whites in the North seen the opportunity. You bring in hardworking black people from the South.
That's anywhere. That's Canada.
But think about if you have a business. If I have a business and I can bring in hardworking people and pay them less than what I was going to pay.
I see where you're going from. But at the end of the day, you know what they did? They still got paid, whether they were underpaid or not paid. They were free. They weren't going home to massa. They wasn't getting their asses whooped. So I don't buy into that rhetoric. I don't buy into that bullshit.
I love that idea. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not opposed to what Kanye said.
He's saying that she migrated the
No, I know it. I know what he's saying.
the
I
South
know
to the
the
North.
mentality of what he was saying. At the end of the day, whether people want to cancel him or not, I understand the mentality that Kanye was saying. I 1000% understand the mentality of what he was talking about. My thing is, nigga, shut the fuck up.
I get that. I do get that. Because my movement's
It's
completely
easy
different.
to say after the fact, I would have did X, Y, and Z.
I get that too.
It's easy to say,
certain
if I
things you
shot a
shouldn't
nigga,
say.
I wanted to snitch. If I saw something, I wanted to snitch.
I
Nigga,
get
you
that.
never been in the hot box.
Right.
I've been in a fucking room facing 25 years. Your cousin right there, your aunt right there supporting me and shit. And not snitching. It's easy to say I would have did X, Y, and Z and do the totally opposite. You don't know until you're in that situation.
I get that, man.
So with that being said, nigga, none of us was slaves. Do you know what it was like to be oppressed back then? None of us do.
Right.
So who the fuck are you, Kanye, whoever the fuck anybody else is, to say she didn't free the slaves, she just took them to go work for another white person? Technically, you're right. Technically. But my nigga, you come from a son of a Black Panther. My fault, I didn't mean to cut you off. What
No,
I get
agree
that.
with
I
you.
get
said
that.
For them,
I
was
get that,
freedom.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? For back then,
For
for
real.
what they envisioned as to what freedom would be, that was freedom.
Yeah, we about to owe Chris some other money. We still got a couple more topics, but because but with that being said, man, would you want to get rid of that one?
Yeah, we could do that.
You don't want to?
Oh man, now you done said it. Now you gotta go into it. That nabbit.
Listen, man, we ain't
getting
done
heavy,
with we
huh?
ain't done.
It's
Nah, we
getting-
ain't,
it's
we
heavy-
ain't done
it's
with the
getting heavy,
Kanye
huh?
shit, man. We ain't done. At the end of the day, man, I'm not saying cancel the brother. I personally cancel. I canceled him way before this shit. I canceled him way before it. Me personally.
Okay.
I look at niggas different with Yeezys on. I look at niggas different.
Well, Yeezys are ugly, so
They've always been
every
ugly.
Yeezy that's ever dropped was ugly.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I totally agree with you there.
What are you talking about? That shit? I just saw you in your story at the pool party with the fucking Yeezys on.
That was my cousin, man.
Oh. How you going through your cousin? You know what?
Yo, can we? You got some type of drop back there for that shit? I can't I can't.
Yeah, my cuz had the little Yeezy little situations popping, man. He had the little lime green popping and shit.
All right, man. Let's move along.
It's that hot boy summer,
Shay,
you know what I'm
we good
saying?
over here, Shay? We good over here,
Yeah,
man?
we popping, man. We
All right, man. We in the podcast field.
Oh man, he just put us in a field.
We in the podcast field. We popping. We got a little. We got like 99 views when we came in here today.
Where are you
Yeah,
going?
a little
with this?
slip, something clean, some real quick little buck.
We
But,
big out here.
We're not going to get. I'm not going to get too deep because I'm connected on both sides of the situation, like personally. So in case motherfuckers don't think I am, I really am behind the scenes. You got Gillie versus Joe Budden. I'm gonna do more letting y'all talk than me talk. But in case our viewers aren't up to speed, I'm gonna break it down. We got Devin Wade. Shout out to Devin Wade. Shout out to the homie. Devin Wade was the original engineer of, I'm not gonna say the original engineer because this is how everything got misconstrued between Joe Budden and Gillie and everything else. So you got Devin Wade from Camden, New Jersey. He has a studio in South Jersey. I believe it's in Pennsauken. He was doing $1 million worth of game. $1 million worth of game started to blow up. Well, actually, it blew up from day one. Shout out to Gillie. Shout out to Wallow. Shout out to Demona. Shout out to the other nigga they got, Tony.
Sum it up. Come on.
All right, here she go. Anywho's long story less long. There was a falling out. Niggas got the Barstool deal. Dev thought he deserved more money. Gillie and Wallow, let me not say Gillie and Wallow, let me say the $1 million worth of game podcast said, you are an engineer. Let's just say hypothetically, you usually charge $60 an hour. We're going to pay you triple that. Dev said no. I want 15% of the contract. They said no, this is our shit. It's trademarked. It's LLC'd. We'll triple pay you. Oh, my bad. Pause.
I did.
You dipped it. You paused.
I fluid that.
I'm going to pay you triple. Now, Joe Budden went on his podcast and spit a bunch of false information. But they said they didn't know if this information was accurate or not. And they was playing devil's advocate a lot of the time. So Gillie then responded, FYI, all this extra stuff, suck my dick, all this extra stuff. Y'all niggas don't know what you're talking about. They squashed the beef, yada, yada, yada. Fast forward. Joe Budden then proceeded on his podcast of thinking that Gillie is cooning to Barstool Sports, who Gillie has his podcast deal with. I'm getting a little long because the backdrop of the story is very important. It's very important. So if y'all think I'm rambling on, it's very important.
Well, then sum it up. Oh my gosh.
So he went on his podcast and said he felt he was cooning for the bag. Joe Budden said this. He felt he was doing a lot of extra antics because apparently there was a report coming out saying that he gave the owner, CEO, whatever, of Barstool Sports permission to say the N-word. There was a report that came out. There was videos coming out of the nigga David Portnoy saying the N-word, all this other extra stuff. And they asked him, why would you say that? He said, Gillie gave me permission. Basically because Gillie signed to him or whatever. So then Gillie felt some type of way. Gillie said, I didn't give him permission. What I said was, white people don't have to change the lyrics to my songs. So if my songs say nigga, you can say nigga. I'm not giving you permission to say nigga. You can say nigga. So with that being said, Gillie just dropped a whole podcast, 106 minutes, 1 hour, 6 minutes long, called Joe Butthead. The whole podcast. I'm not going to say the whole. I'm going to say 85% of the podcast is dedicated to Joe Budden. I love this. My personal opinion, and I'm going to go first, I'm going to allow y'all to speak, is Gillie, if you ever see this, Wallow, if you ever see this, Demona, holla at you. What's up, Demona? Y'all fell right into Joe Budden's trap. If y'all don't know, Joe Budden podcast is in the middle of contract negotiations. If you follow his career, this nigga has always started some random beef for no reason. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans. I know for a fact, personally, behind the scenes, that nigga started some bullshit on purpose. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. I'm not dropping no names. We all from Jersey. Holla at the connects. But y'all fell right into the web, right into the trap, because that's all I seen on my timeline for about 3 days straight was, if you follow the podcast, was Gillie versus Joe Budden.
I believe that. I mean, that's always a given. It's always about money. Everything always behind the scenes, especially in entertainment, is always about the money. So I believe that now that you put it in perspective like that. I didn't know the backstory. All I woke up was Gillie's on
But
the podcast.
but the issue is
I don't know what a doofus is. I'm from the hood.
But the issue
we don't call
is
niggas doofuses. Yes, you do.
Joe Budden fuck with some hood niggas though. But see, now the issue is now is Gillie and these niggas is some hood niggas.
Nope, you said what you said. You said you was gonna let us talk. You hush.
All right, I'm a hush. Pause.
That shit it's wild lame. It's two grown ass men on two separate podcasts calling each other names. But if it's about the money, do your thing. I mean, if they back behind the scenes kikiing about it, cool.
No. I'm not saying they're both kikiing behind the scenes.
That's not what I'm saying. Are. If I was going...
No. I know for a fact. I don't want to get it. I know for a fact. All right. The Gillie side is not kikiing. They ain't kikiing. The Joe Budden side is kikiing. Oh, we got these niggas. We got Spotify. We got them right where the fuck we want. That's Gillie and them, they fucking with some real niggas. Shout out to Joe and them, they fucking with some real niggas too. Behind the scenes, they're fucking with some real niggas. But they're very smart and strategic. Now, Gillie and Wallow, they own their IP. They own all that stuff. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But they fell into the trap. They fell into the Joe Budden trap. That's what it was. They fell into the Joe Budden trap. They point blank period. Now, mind you, I agree with Joe Budden with what I do agree with what he was saying about the situation. About when niggas got the bag, they was going a little extra hard. It seemed like they was cooning a little bit. I'm not calling Gillie a coon at all, but it seemed like they was going a little extra hard when they got the bag. But you fell directly into the web. If you follow Joe Budden, and a lot of niggas don't follow Joe Budden, and I agree with Gillie on this aspect is they do got the street niggas on lock. I'm a reform street nigga, but I fuck with both. These are my two favorite podcasts. These are like the only podcasts I listen to. I fuck with both of them.
No disrespect to Nori, because I listen to Drink Champs.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Drink Champs too.
Drink
shout
Champs
out to Capone, man. You know, he resides in South Jersey. I ain't gonna say where.
I didn't even want to talk about this. Let's move on.
Man, shout out to his niece. His niece was my prom date. But that's neither here nor there. We gonna get into that, man. But yeah, how do you feel about the situation?
Yo, it's like watching the Gillie podcast. I ain't watched the whole Joe Budden thing, so I'm kind of like on.
But now
Team
that you
Gillie.
got the story from me,
after I got the story from you, it's like
Team Gillie, Team Cool.
I was Team Gillie yesterday. Man. But hearing the story from you, I don't know if he's in the play either. Because I know how chess play, too. I know how that game go.
The thing
you know
what
I mean?
Yeah,
he might even have you not even thinking that he's in tune with what's going on. Because it's like, when they was talking about they deal is lit.
Whose deal?
Gillie and Wallow's deal. They got their IP, bro. Bro.
You got your IP. Ain't nobody partnering with Barstool Sports. I'm sorry. You're not partnering. They might word it that way. You're not partnering with Barstool Sports. Now,
you might end up having to sell that.
If you really do your research into this podcast game, the next contract coming up for Joe Budden and them, if you really look into it, they about to set a wave and a trend on fire. They're about to be the first podcast to strictly get paid off of streams. Not fucking Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan got 100 mil. These niggas are set in the middle of negotiations, and I'm saying some shit I shouldn't be saying. These niggas are setting a contract negotiation right now. The first shit, nigga, we don't want our IP. We don't want $100 million. We want to get paid per stream. per motherfucking stream.
I don't blame them. They're bringing a lot of
Per
money
stream.
on every platform they're on.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck if you get 10 per. Do you know what the Joe Budden pod? They drop 2 episodes a week
that
on
is
Spotify.
more heavier than.
They do
When you
over
think about
500,000 in 2 days.
Yeah.
Imagine if you just did 10 cents per episode.
Right.
I mean, per stream. Do you know what that is? They're trendsetters.
It's like.
And that's no shot at Gillie or any of them. Because
like
I'm more
5
closely
bands
connected
in
to
2
Gillie and
days.
them than anybody
Like
else.
5 to 8 bands in 2 days.
Nigga, if not more.
Goals.
That's like 5 to 8 bands. in 2 days.
I'm saying minimum.
And that's minimum. They gonna get $1 million in 2 days.
Listen, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do you think we should go to the last one or we should just end it here, man?
I mean, we talked about this last one.
We talked about it last week, man.
I can't
but
wait.
let me hold on. Let me go back to the Gillie and Joe Budden thing. I'm just saying this, man.
For someone that didn't want to talk about it a lot, you talked about it a lot.
It's all love. It's all love. That's all I'm gonna say. It's all love, man.
I listen to both podcasts.
Just when it comes out, in case y'all don't listen, man. It's all love. I'm just gonna say it's all love, man.
Thank you. So anyway, about this versus that I'm hype about tomorrow, and I wish we would have recorded on Thursday so we could talk about it.
No, we could do something on Thursday,
We gonna
man.
do a Zoom call?
Listen, man.
Y'all
we
got excited to get on the Zoom call.
Listen, we
with
can
me.
do Zoom. We can come in here.
Yeah, we can get on the Zoom.
We can do whatever.
We can do a Zoom call. All right, so I'm excited.
I just
about
gotta
this
check with
versus.
my. I gotta check with my second side chick. I gotta make sure
Anyway,
she. No, I just paid
this,
for her nails and shit.
This DMX versus Snoop battle, I'm super excited about.
Dog
We talked about it
versus
last
dog.
week, but now I'm really excited about
Yeah,
it.
this joint gonna be.
Dog
super-
versus
I get
dog.
excited about song selection. I
Yo,
wanna
I'm not
know
gonna
which
lie.
songs
Have y'all
to
been?
pick.
Do you guys follow verses on Instagram?
Yeah.
Have y'all been keeping up with like the build up with this shit?
Yeah, they've all been. For some reason, I get notifications every time.
No,
DMX
I'm
posts
been
something on
opening up
Instagram.
Instagram and the verses page has been coming across my shit. Like one shit would be like a DMX hype up joint, then the next joint would be a Snoop Dogg hype up joint.
Like the marketing of it. And shit.
Yo, this shit is about to be lit.
I can't wait. I'm gonna put it on my speakers and all of that. It's gonna be dope.
I'm gonna bet this shit about to be lit. All I know is, I need to find someone. You got Apple TV?
No, what do I need Apple TV for?
Cause I need to watch this shit on a big screen. You got Apple TV?
That's what Google
Nah,
Chromecast is.
Hey, yo,
for.
listen, Chris, if you drop this visual or audio, any female out there, DM King Ab at at King Ab 856. I need someone with Apple TV so we can stream to the big joint. You know what I mean?
Now you about to have your DMs blowing up again,
No,
putting people
listen.
on blast, trying to expose people. Look at you.
Listen,
Look at
man,
you and
but-
look at you.
At the end of the day, man, listen, man, it's all love. We about to get up out of this episode. Shout out to Kato again for dropping the intro. Shout out to Wooch from Bristol, New Jersey for the wake up video. You know what I mean? Future guest of the podcast. Shout out to Chris Fullman. Shout out to RAMG Studios. I said it correctly this time. And shout out to everyone else, man. That's the end of episode 2, man. And we out this motherfucker. Holla at us. Ooh, there's about to be a lot of shit.